I was pleased with the effort of our guys. I thought we played hard on both sides of the ball. The one offense did a real good job in execution, and our one defense gave up one touchdown drive, and for the rest, kept them out of field goal range for the rest of the day. Didn't give up any touchdowns after the first drive of the game, and kept them out of scoring position. I thought we did a good job of pressuring the quarterback with our first team defense, and when the offense would get something going, the defense did a good job of getting them behind the chain. So there was a lot of good things on both sides of the ball. Desmond, I thought, had a really good day. He ran the ball well on some sweeps and made a tremendous run after the catch on the sideline. And he had a big day, but he's had a good spring. When you lose a guy like a Desmond Lewis, onto the NFL, somebody's got to step up. And early in the spring, Jatavius has had some outstanding scrimmages, and Desmond's had some good days. But today, Desmond really showed out and showed exactly what he can do. I mean, it wasn't a mystery to me, but I was glad to be able to see it, in this setting. I've been very pleased with that group. That the running back group has improved all year. Dominic Thomas has stepped up, and had a really good spring. Jeff Anderson showed out today, had a really good day, and Jeff showed some toughness. When you're a big back, you got to be a tough back, and that was always, what we've been pushing Jeff is to use that size to your advantage. And today he did that. He really ran hard, and looked like he was running with a lot of confidence. I was glad to see that out of Jeff, because he's got a lot of ability, and today he really played well, so I was pleased with that. Kelton Warren had a good day today. When Kelton is healthy, he shows those flashes of being a special back. He can be a special guy, and today he showed that. He's been nursing a little bit of a hamstring, but he's been working hard to get it well, and had a good day last week, and then bounced back. So he's had 2 good weekends in a row. So very, very pleased for Kelton, and glad to see that. We're going to have some depth back there this year. Some depth that can make some things happen, can make some people miss and break some tackles. DJ Appy and Jordan Kerr stepping up at right guard have done a good job. With the departure of CJ Simon, both those guys are doing really well, and Lance Cloker has had a good spring over at the left tackle. Alec Willis has kind of anchored that group from the center position, and your bell cow is Kyle Stouffer at right tackle. I mean, he's a guy that has played a tremendous amount of football, that's a great leader for us, a very cerebral guy. He's a smart football player, but plays with a lot of heart and passion. So he's kind of the bell cow for that group, and got a real good group up front. We've gotten better on defense. I've gotten some personnel in, a couple of guys that we've moved. Dylan Winfrey's now at corner, and I think that's where he needs to be. That's probably where he's most suited, and he's a full-speed, wide-open guy, and has really made that transition. We moved him down to an outside linebacker, got him back outside at corner now, where I think he feels very comfortable out there, and he's a good player. We moved Chris Chambers to outside linebacker, and he's a guy that is going to be a good football player. George Odom has played really well at the rover position. So pleased with those guys. Jonathan at defensive end has had a good spring. Jonathan's played a lot of football going into his 5th year. He didn't get a whole lot of reps out here today, but he's been on these stripes, for going on 4 years, so I'm not worried about him. He's a heck of a football player. Derek Floyd, I thought, had a good spring. Tolliver on defense has shown flashes of being a dominating defensive lineman. There have been days where Jordan Tolliver has looked like an all-conference defensive lineman. Terrence Partee, there's been days where he's looked like an all-conference player, and then he gets hurt again. So that's something that he's been battling, is that injury bug, and he's got to get himself to where he can stay healthy and get out on the field, but he can be an outstanding football player as well. Guys that are coming in, Rossdale King has gotten better every day. Big Bubba Williams has got to, has got to push himself to get into shape. But once he, he has shown that he can be a great football player. But he's got to get himself into game shape. So I was pleased with the progress that our defense has made.